Yahawahala, Yahabashim Yahushabah, Shemakakodash, double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them, that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Yahshua. Shalom and salutations to you all. I just wanted to do a little spiritual riff, right, if you will, on this. You miss a day, you miss a lot. Okay? Because really, this only means anything to who? The hopeful elect. Right? Only, this goes into my sheep hear my voice, right? This is a frequency. You miss a day, you miss a lot. What is this going into? So I'm going to just do a little spiritual riff. Okay, let me go back. And what is a spiritual
outside
riff?
the country?
Salaki. And this is the Elder Apostle Tahar's channel. What is it? 66 Mark 2, GMS Truth. Subscribe and be edified from the top down. This is 1 hour ago. But this keeps coming up. You miss a day, you miss a lot. What does this mean? First of all, it's dealing with time and it's dealing with measure. Okay? Time and measure. So let's first deal with time. And I'm going to just grab the precepts that come to mind and keep this real short. So first, what comes to mind is you miss a day, you miss a lot. So let's deal with, first let's start with the Most High. Right, one day, right? Let's start there. Is one day with, right? Is that it? One day with the Lord? As 1,000 years. But let's see. One day, let's see, as 1,000. Is that it? Is that how you get there quick? Salakia. 2 Peter 3 and 8. I'll just read the NIV because it's straightforward, my dear friends. Who are my dear friends? Okay. And then we got to deal with the spirit because there's a spiritual message. It's a message for the hopeful elect. All right. So 2 Peter 3 and 8. But do not forget this one thing, dear friends. Who's that, dear friend? The hopeful elect. That's the elect. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like a day. So we're dealing with time. This is with the Most High. Right? Dear friends, who is this? That's Peter. Okay, so anyway, and to even try to wrap your head around that. Right? There's a lot that goes into that, which is that's another lesson. But if we start here, right, and then we go directly here, let's go to Matthew. Who's doing this? Who's doing Matthew 24? And what, 22? Let's get the King James. Who's doing this? I will. Who's I? Therefore I will. And except those days, it's Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, the days shall be shortened. Okay? Now, who's doing this? The Most High is doing this. Okay? Let's see. Is this in red? This should be great. Who's shortening the day? The Most High is. Okay? But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So we're dealing with time here. Okay? Right? And we know that this is the Most High doing this. Right? He does everything through his Son, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But Everything comes down from the top. So, and there's order. Understand that. Okay, and that's a spiritual thing. So let's quickly deal with the spirit. Because what? This, you miss a day, you miss a lot. This is a spiritual phrase. This is dealing with the elect or the hopeful elect out of respect, right? You miss a day, you miss a lot. What does that mean? As time grows shorter, right? This is dealing with time and what? Let's get the spiritual aspect real quick before we get measurement. 1 Corinthians 2 and what? 14. We get straight to the spirit. This is a spiritual message. This is. Okay? You miss a day, you miss a lot. Right? Why? And first of all, who coined that? The elder apostle Tahar. That coming from him, right? Who's been in this thing, right? From the time he was very young till now. And now he's old. Okay? He's old in grace, so he's seen someone. Who better than to measure this time? Okay? Now back to the spirit real quick. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So how do you spiritually discern these instructions right here? Okay, because the elder apostle Tahar is a walking embodiment of that. Got 9 right here on deck in the GNT for these days. 2 Ezra 9 and 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I've told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So this is what we're looking for. We're measuring the time. Looking for what? Looking for the visitation. That's what the measurement is about. All right, here are our instructions. Are we doing this in truth and in sincerity? Okay. Then what? Then this, you understand, right, that, let's get this real quick. Let me try to explain it this way. What does this mean now? Unceasingly. Without relief. What is it? Pray. My eyes. Let's see. Pray unceasingly. Pray. Uncle. Pray unceasingly. See if I can get it. Never stop. Now this takes on a different persistent, yeah. Now it seems like one day, right? A week is one day, and one day, right, is 1 hour. So whenever you start praying from the time you get up, right, it seems like you're just, one day goes right into the next, right? Because time is shortening. So if you pray, the first time you pray, to the second time you pray, to the third time you pray, it seems like you're always praying. Especially now. Why? Because the time has been sped up. Okay? So when we go back to this, you miss a day. A day what? A day in the truth. You got to be in the truth. You miss a day in the truth. Who's that? You got some people are out there, right? Making T-shirts and selling merchandise. They don't understand this. Why? Because it's spiritual. The Spirit is not dealing with them. This is a spiritual phrase, right? For spiritual men. You miss a day, you miss a lot, right? You have to, all right? I just got back from my walk, all right? I got to fit in some push-ups. I got to fit in some squats, you know, and things are moving so fast now. It seems like I'm just, I'm overwhelmed with things that I have to do, right? Just to maintain in the truth, because eating right and taking care of yourself and exercising is part of the truth now, right? So I try to do a video a day, right? A video and an update a day if I'm not doing the work. And, you got to get your priorities straight. And to be able to do that, my situation is that, first of all, you make your situation into that, but then you maintain that, right? And to maintain it, boy, you got to keep your eye on it. You miss a day, you miss a lot. And sometimes you got other things that that you got to get done, right? And so you go into super planning mode, right? So that you don't miss a lot. But the point that I'm making here is this is a spiritual phrase for a spiritual ear. Okay, it's a particular frequency. Right? It's to be able to hear and sing the new song. First of all, you miss a day, you miss a lot. Okay, the new song is evolving, right? As the prophecies come to pass, if you will, because what is the song? What part are we in on the song, right? Well, we're coming up on the MOTB, right? We're watching. We can't see ICBMs until the MOTB, so we know what part of the song we're in right now, and we're getting closer to the end, right? So now we're in the part, right, where somebody's in a solo or something like that, and we're gearing up for that bombs bursting in air part. All right, so, and not to go to, I'm sure that we wrote that, and that goes back to us, and they borrowed it or whatever, but the point I'm making, if you're spiritual, you know where this thing is at right now. Okay. Other people don't understand the excitement, right, that we're in right now. What does this mean? You miss a day, you miss a lot. What does that mean? This is a GMS phrase, right? This phrase is enlightened, if you will. So, I mean, I just wanted to say that. Let's get a couple more. Okay, so we got the Spirit. What did we want to get? We got time, and then see, this is dealing with time. We got the spiritual aspect. Let's look at it. Take a look. You miss a day, you miss a lot. You got instruction. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, here's your instruction. You got work to do. Measure. All right, you got to measure. Right? What does it mean to measure? Time. Right? If you're measuring time, what's the first thing you notice right now? It's getting shorter. You got to say that. You have to qualify that. Okay? How do you know? Well, we see the signs. You should have this on deck right here. 2 Ezra 9 in the GNT. What do we see? Unstable leaders and confused rulers. You could riff on this all day. right? Letting you know what? Time is short. How is it that this devil knows what? Devil is watching us. How does he know Rev 12 and 12? How does he know? Because he's watching us. So what is he doing? He's measuring the time diligently while IUIC goes for the 501c4 and try to funnel money from one account into that and hide the money that they're getting, thinking that it's going to last. How does this devil know this? Start from the back. He knoweth, knowing he has only a short what? This nigga must be measuring the time. How is he measuring? Because he's watching us. He's scoping us. So how much time we got? We'll go look at GMS. They'll tell you how much time we got. How much time we got? We better get them chips out. GMS said that we only got 6 months. Revelation 12 and 12. Let me get the and I'm gonna go ahead and close. But this is just a little spiritual riff on this. You miss a day, you miss a lot. Well, only GMS and the devil are measuring the time diligently. And how is the devil doing it? He's watching us. All right. 12 and 12. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. There's a little message to us. Rejoice. Why? Because here come the kingdom. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. This nigga got to try to do something to flip it, get the last lick, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. How does he know? How does this nigga know? Well, he sent up his little, he knows this. He knows this. The second coming. He knows Yahushua is coming back. He knows Yahushua is coming back in chariots. So a long time ago, he started concocting a cover story. And it's called Project Blue Beam. Okay, where they fake Yahushua coming. They started this going way back. That's the whole Nazi Germany thing where they were working on the little spaceships and all of that, and the little green men and the hoax and everything. And now it's time for the show. Is why you see suddenly 11 so-called scientists that have been working on this show disappearing so that they can't say, I know what's going on, because we were compartmentalized. Right? So this devil knows he's got a short time. So what does he got to? He got to put on that show, right? And do what? Try to get a chip in you. He knows, because we know, right? We know the Werner von Braun story, right? We know Betty and Barney Hill. That one is a Nazi. We know the whole thing, all right? And you know we know because you're watching us. Let's get that real quick. Psalm 64 and 6. They, these devils, search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. In the NIV, it reads, they plot injustice and say, we have devised a perfect plan. Surely the human mind and the heart are cunning. Yeah, your human mind. As they plot their crimes, they say, we have devised the perfect plan. Right? The NWO. Yes, the human heart and the mind are cunning. This dude is scheming. Okay. All right. Which leads you here. 2 Core 2. It just popped up. It wasn't me. I'm gonna go ahead. I just wanted to hit that with the spirit real quick. Do a little filtration. Where are we at? 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage. There's Satan right there in the details. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. I want this word right here. NIV. Schemes. Schemes. Evil schemes. We're familiar with his evil schemes. And what is that? Well, he's watching us, measuring the time. That's a scheme. And the plot is they'll be knocking on the door soon because they made warrantless entry legal, right? And they know our every move. Why? Because they're watching us. And we know. Okay, so come on, devil, do your thing so we can get this power. You come and try to come in like a flood, and that's when everything changes, and we're looking forward to it. So with that, we pray that the elect are edified. That's what this is, though. All right, you miss a day, you miss a lot in this truth. You got to be in the truth. You got to be in 100% truth. All right, and there's so much, right, that you can do or should be doing. I mean, you don't even know what videos to watch anymore. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this. You feel bad when you gotta skip to a different video. This motherfucker is an hour and a half, and I got all these videos to watch. The elder apostle Tahari go, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that. You got a lot of videos to watch. Anyway, with that, you miss a day, you miss a lot. Stay up, Akim. Stay prayed. And, call halal Yahweh Shem Yoshai. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.